There's something strange about the hour between night and morning. A moment when the world feels paused, when the last late-night lights turn off and the first early risers haven't woken yet. People call it the witching hour. 3 in the morning. The time when silence feels heavier than usual and every small sound feels louder than it should. Liam never believed in any of that. He believed in views, subscribers, and the thrill of watching numbers climb. The channel had started small, just him, Noah, and Mia filming late-night dares in his bedroom. Cheap lights. Cheap camera. Big dreams. At first, the videos were harmless. Silly pranks. Urban legends. Calling fake haunted numbers and pretending to panic when nothing answered. But the audience grew faster than they ever expected, and with that growth came something dangerous: pressure. Comments filled every upload. Fake. Scripted. Do something real. Stay up until 3 a.m. Try the scary challenges. Eventually, the three of them stopped asking whether an idea was smart and started asking whether it would get views. That was the night the list appeared. Mia had found it buried deep in an old internet forum, the kind of page that looked like it hadn't been updated in years. A simple list of rituals people claimed should never be done at 3 a.m. Most of them sounded ridiculous. Harmless. Perfect for content. They printed the list and taped it to the wall behind the camera like a trophy. 30 challenges. At the bottom of the page was a single line in smaller text. Do not complete all challenges in one night. They laughed when they read it. And decided that would be the title of the video. The camera started rolling at 2:58 a.m. The room glowed with purple and blue LEDs, the familiar safe lighting of their usual setup. Liam smiled at the lens while Noah hyped up the challenge and Mia laughed nervously beside him. But the closer the clock crept toward 3 o'clock, the more the house seemed to sink into silence. No pipes creaked. No cars passed outside. Even the refrigerator downstairs seemed to stop humming. At exactly 3 a.m., all three of their phones buzzed at the same time. No notifications. No messages. Just vibrations that stopped as quickly as they began. They ignored it. Because the camera was rolling. The first challenge was simple. Stare into a mirror for 10 minutes without blinking. Lights off. Candle lit. Mia volunteered first, determined to prove how fake the list really was. The bathroom glowed in soft orange candlelight as she stared at her reflection and joked about how boring the challenge was. Until 6 minutes passed. Her laughter faded slowly. Her breathing changed. Her eyes widened. "Guys," she whispered. "Why did you move?" Liam and Noah hadn't moved at all. Later, when they reviewed the footage, they realized something else. Mia never blinked again after that moment. They moved on quickly. They had to. The video needed pacing. Energy. Momentum. The next challenge involved knocking on the closet door 13 times and asking if anyone wanted to come out. Noah laughed through it, exaggerating every knock for the audience. When he opened the door, everything looked normal. But hours later, in the footage, the clothes inside were already moving before the door opened. By the 5th challenge, the camera began glitching. Small flickers. Static in the audio. They blamed cheap equipment. The audience loved glitches. It made things feel real. But the glitches only happened when the camera pointed toward the hallway. When they turned the camera away, the picture cleared instantly. The 7th challenge required silence. 5 minutes of sitting in complete darkness and listening. At minute 2, footsteps echoed upstairs. Slow. Heavy. Measured. Liam's parents were out of town. The house was supposed to be empty. Noah whispered that it was probably pipes expanding. The footsteps stopped immediately after he said it. As if something had been listening. Then the phone started ringing. Unknown numbers. No caller ID. Every call answered revealed nothing but silence that slowly grew into distant breathing. Mia threw her phone across the room after the third call. It rang again 5 seconds later from the floor. The camera turned by itself during challenge 11. Slowly. Inch by inch. Facing the hallway as if something wanted to be seen. And then the list changed. A new challenge appeared at the bottom. Open the front door at 4 a.m. They never remembered writing it. At 3:59 a.m., the house made a sound none of them recognized. The front door unlocking. They walked downstairs together, the camera shaking violently in Liam's hands. The door stood slightly open. Cold air filled the hallway. Outside, the neighborhood looked wrong. No lights. No wind. No movement. At the end of the street stood a figure. Watching the house. They slammed the door and ran upstairs. The house felt older now. Louder. Like it had been empty for years. Their phones stopped working. The silence became unbearable. The next time Liam checked the clock, it was 5:12 a.m. None of them remembered the past hour. They reviewed the footage together. At 4:03 a.m., the camera showed all three of them standing in the living room. Perfectly still. For an entire hour. Facing the hallway. Behind them stretched a fourth shadow. The video uploaded itself. Title: Thank you for watching. Thousands of comments appeared within minutes. Every single one said the same thing. Turn around. The final clip showed Liam alone in his bedroom the next night at 3 a.m. We didn't finish the challenges, he whispered. Behind him, the closet door slowly opened. And the video ended. Some people say they disappeared after that upload. Others say the channel still posts. Every night. At 3 a.m.